start there.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Welcome to Mercy House Global. We
Yes.
have power.
We have power
lights.
and lights and hot flashes. Oh wait, that's just the AC. We're live and we are jumping on the app to share a really big announcement with you guys and ask you to continue to pray for us. We're in our warehouse, as you can see, and there's a lot of activity. We got some conversations happening, maybe a meeting. We have candles being made in the back corner. About 30 seconds ago, Angie and I might have been climbing on pallet
The
shelving.
pallet shelving, yes. To
Because
save some glassware.
yes, we just saved the life of about 100 jars that were falling, and we were there. So maybe there will be some video footage of that later. So welcome to Mercy House Global. If you aren't aware, this past week we had to shut down because of Hurricane, is it Beryl?
Barrel.
It barreled right into Houston.
I haven't heard that one. That one's good.
Thank you.
Queen of puns.
I'm here all day. It did nearly take us out. It did take out our power, and our umbrellas and our hope just for a little bit. But we rallied, and after about 7 days, we're back, and minimal damage, thankfully, to Mercy House Global. Some of our ministry partners cannot say that, and so we are trying to just be the hands and feet of Jesus in our community and with our ministry partners, the refugees, the vulnerable women that we work with. It has just been one thing after another, but God is faithful. And I was just thinking through in times like this, I mean, when I was hunkered down in my house and trees were falling around me and I was scared, I was like praying and asking Jesus to send an air evac, right? Like that's what we want when we're in the valley of the shadow of death. We just want immediate rescue, like just show up and get us out of the situation. That doesn't always happen. I mean, sometimes it does, but a lot of times it's more Jesus is with us in the valley of the shadow of death. Like we can feel his presence. He does not leave us or forsake us. He is a man of sorrow. He is acquainted with grief. He knows what we feel. We have to go through the valley, we don't always get removed from it. And so that's definitely been our story, not just this week, but for years and years now. We're trusting Jesus to be with us in these times. And so whatever you're facing today, you might just need that little testimony that you wish that there was an airlift evac that would take you out of whatever your situation is that's hard. But we know that even if that doesn't happen, that we're not alone in it. And so you're not alone today. And we have some really exciting announcements. We alluded to this 2 weeks ago, thinking that last week we were going to make these announcements, and then we didn't have power or internet or even cell service. It got real dark, literally. One day I think, on edge. I had to call the fire department to my house. Angie was bringing a generator over with diesel. We smelled. But we live in community here, so we helped each other. And that's kind of who we are and what we do. And so I am excited to tell you that we are in the late stages of launching a brand new Mercy House Global website. It has been a labor of love. For the first time in the history of this organization, almost 15 years old, we're gonna have our ministry website, our online shopping experience, and our clubs all housed in the same place. And it's going to be interactive and upgraded. It's going to give you a better shopping experience, and we're really excited about that. At the same time, because of technology, upgrades, and economic shifts, we are discontinuing our app, what we are talking to you on right now. But don't be sad. It is a good thing because it is going to help us give you a more elevated shopping experience. And honestly, it's become sort of a frustration for us because of syncing, and when technology goes wrong, there are mistakes that are made, and we don't want those mistakes. We don't want you getting the wrong product or being oversold on items. And so we're excited because this collaborative one space is going to be better for you, and it's going to be better for Mercy House Global.
Yeah, so kind of just like Kristen said, we are, and you guys know, we've been in really a season of simplifying and streamlining and slowing down. And so this kind of came at the right time for us, where this, system with the app is no longer syncing with our main shopping platform, which is our website. And so, like Kristen said, it's causing some frustration. Things are not syncing between the two, where you might order something from the app, but it actually syncs with our main website, and we're able to fulfill your order that way, and that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
So our behind the scenes staff, Debbie and her team, are having to do a lot of things manually. It's taking a lot of time, and just causing some frustration. And so I think as a team, we decided that we have committed to simplifying. We have committed to one of our goals is actually simplifying our tech stack. And so when we just, we as a team decided to make this decision, it was actually easy for us because it felt like it's the right time to do that. So we don't want you to be sad. We're not sad. We still have a really amazing website that you can shop from, that's going to be upgraded and beautiful and new by the end of the month. And you guys will be receiving emails that are pointing you to that. And kind of like Kristen said, all of our things are going to be in one place. So our ministry, all the about us, all of our history, all of our story, all of the programs and ministry side that we do, and then also the shopping, so that it syncs so well and it tells that story in a much better way. So
yeah, so when you're telling your friends and your community, your churches about Mercy House Global, as you know, we rebranded our clubs. We're trying to make it as simple as possible for people to find us. And honestly, it's just gotten hard with having so many technology platforms. So streamlining will be better for everyone across the board, and you're gonna love it.
yeah.
You want to tell them what this means for, like, if they have
Yes.
credit or...
So if you go to the app right now, you're going to see that there are really no products there except only one, which is a donation product. That's only because we had to have that to be able to talk to you today.
But feel free to use
feel free
that
to
one.
donate. Yeah, because that doesn't really cause any problems on the back end. So feel free to donate. But we have actually taken everything else out of the app so that it is no longer available to shop there. But we do know that some of you still have credits. And so if you have Cart Cash, it is, we have rules to follow.
Yes.
So I want to make sure I get it right. If you have Cart Cash, it's actually going to be converted to loyalty points in your Mercy House Global online account. So that is in our online store. So hopefully most of you have two accounts, right? Like you have your app account and you have your Mercy House Global online store account.
Yeah.
And so if you have Cart Cash, our staff and our team is going to convert that Cart Cash into loyalty points. And this is going to take a few days, but you will get an email that confirms that transfer has been made. And then if you have a payment credit, which is like you have purchased something in the app and have returned it, and so we've given you a credit for a return, you're going to receive an email from Catherine, who is our customer service care. Within the next 2 weeks, that's going to give you a new discount code to use in the online store. So if you, let's say you returned an item and you received $23 in your account, Catherine's going to send you a new code that will be $23 off in the online store.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same product. All the new product that we're still launching and manufacturing is going to go all to the website now. As you guys know, the app was a pivot that we made during COVID, middle of really the height of COVID, and we are so grateful for what it afforded us, the connections. I still run into people all the time that talk about our Thursday night sales, and we're constantly pivoting, and we're asking God to make us wise and help us to not only weather the storms, but to anticipate them. And so this is a way that we can do that and just make it a better experience for everyone. And so who knows what's next, but Mercy House is not done, and we're grateful that God has been faithful, and in so many ways I feel like we're stronger. I know individually, spiritually, there is a strength about us. I was thinking about, in a storm, which life is full of storms, and we just weathered a really big one. You don't know how strong a tree is until a storm hits. And we have these massive trees all around us in this part of Texas, and some of those trees literally just, their roots were shallow and they fell over. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of trees, which is why none of us had power for a week because of all the trees. And I was thinking through, like, the storms determine our strength. And one thing that's really cool is when there's a collection of trees together, even if there's a weak tree in the middle, the other trees, the strength of the other trees will hold them up. And you guys have held us up, especially the faithful, the people who are on this app right now. You've kept your notifications on through the craziness of the last 4.5 years, and you have been faithful, and you've helped us weather some really incredible storms, and we're excited about what God is doing. And I love that 2024 has really been a year of becoming stronger spiritually and not taking on new things, but shoring up what we already do. And this announcement is part of that decision.
Yeah, and I think you guys, I know from our perspective, you're gonna love the new website. And I think a lot of you point your people there, right? Like if you share a product or you share about us, you point your people to our website, and there is a confusion right now because we have two websites. We have a ministry website and we have a store. And so people are like, oh wait, I thought you were a ministry, but you're a store. And so this change is going to be so good for our ministry, because we're not just a store. We are a ministry that has a store. And so you're going to love the new website. So keep your eyes out for it. We are still going to go live. We're still going to go live on Facebook and Instagram, and we're still going to be here. We've got some fun things happening, I think, behind the scenes and on our team, just to make sure that we are keeping our presence with you and that we are keeping that connection. And so yeah, I'm just excited.
Yeah, and I think we're looking for places to come in the fall, in the winter, and especially 2025. So if you found us through the app and you connected with our team, we want to keep that connection going, and we want to take the show on the road. We don't want to just be friends screen to screen, but we want to come to your neighborhood and to your church. And so you can go to our website and find out more information, but let's try to make that happen so that we can continue to grow together and lean on each other, especially in the storms. We appreciate you guys, and we're grateful for you.
Yep. And if you don't already get our text, so we know you get app notifications from this app, but we also send text like to your messaging. And so if you do not get those for some reason, maybe you have not signed up, maybe you've unsubscribed, you can go to our website, and at the very bottom there is an option to choose to sign up for text. And so if you don't get text, those texts are going to sort of replace the app notifications for deals. So we're still going to be doing deals and notifications and those kinds of things, but they will come through the text system and not the app notification. So make sure that you are signed up for that. And then we do have,
I was going to say, we have a deal
we
right
do
now.
have deals that we wanted to make sure you saw. So again, they're not going to be available here on the app. You are going to have to go to our website, and you're going to get them there. But we've got all of our previous ethical lifestyle boxes. So previous months of the year, we've got those all for $25. And then we've also got this duo of a Connect mug that's made by Glory House and a tea infuser from Just Tea, and that is $25 also. So those are our deal of the day.
Yep. So
All right.
shop and help us keep changing the world.
All right.
Thanks, you guys.
See you soon on Facebook or Instagram.
Bye.